Right, evening all. A few of you in already. 34 you're watching. Mark Farleigh v Graham Walker. Sorry we didn't get on the mic a bit earlier, but just setting a few things up. Having a few problems sharing, as you can probably see if anyone's added the or been on Facebook. For some reason it still says ladies match. We have changed all that, but I think Facebook just takes a while to update. But it's definitely not a ladies match. Definitely Mark Farleigh v Graham Walker. Good to see Graham get one on the board there. I didn't want us to get to the point where it's sort of 4 or 5 behind, or even maybe even more. Cause I think your head can drop and it can change the complexion of the game. To say we want this to be a good battle with both in it all the way if possible. Any score predictions on the in the chat? Donna wants the first to post this score prediction, 21-13 Farleigh. I mean, also an early start of the match, obviously earlier frames, you'd say Farleigh's favourite. I know it's only 3-1, but he seems to be playing out a little bit more controlled with his white ball. And Graham's played, I mean, he had a chance to win the first frame and he played a very weird positional shot with his white, but maybe that's just nerves to be on the stream. I think it's Graham's first match. I haven't seen him play pool here out for money, so I don't know if it's his first money match. It's certainly not Mark Farleigh's first money match. I know Mark very well. So it's absolutely buzzing in Q World. Absolutely buzzing. Every table full, all side tables full. People sat waiting for tables, and there's a few in watching the game as well. A few come in, probably about 20-25 people at the end of the room watching this. And as you can see, we've gone. The lads have requested a ref as well, so Jace is doing a bit of ref, and I think I'm going to check out from Jace when he's bored. Give him a bit of a break, and he'll come on the mic. Looks like just you that's willing to put your neck on the line, Dono. That was brave. Oh, he's got away with that. Huge dose of luck. I'm assuming he can pop that top yellow when he runs this through. Looks like he can get to that quite well. But again, he's nice to leave it a nice angle there to come back out again for that, because he won't be able to push past it. So key shot coming up here, but that's a massive bit of luck, that going in the middle bag. Guess £1, please. I'm not betting against you on that one, Don, because although I'm impartial, I think obviously 3-1 down. It's I know it can change very quickly. It says 21 on the post, so I've put 21 on there. I'm assuming it's 21, Tom. It does say that on the post of the post that Jay's put on Facebook. I think that's usually about the sort of right thing. It's 21.18 to 81 for 2k pot, although it is actually over 2 pot. But I think there's been a lot of side bets, so they've just asked me to put it as 2k plus on the screen. That's a loose shot by Mark. That obviously didn't have the angle really. I don't know why he played that softer if he didn't have the angle and just push it towards the middle. Just hearing some inside knowledge from a lad that's been practicing with Mark, and that's a few, you know, Sean from Big Sean Hammond from Scunny, and he said he's been practicing all week, and he said if Mark can sort his break out, he runs away with it. And Sean knows his pull, so That's a good endorsement. It's tough yellow this, but he can just cue this. He should find, even if he goes, say if he goes into it, it's not going to be a million. Well, I fancy him getting the pot. I fancy him getting that pot. Again, and return this now. You imagine Graham will finish these. The only tough one is obviously that. Well, I say tough one. He's going to have to screw back out of this rather than just leave it for the middle bag. I believe. I don't think he's got the angle to hold, but there maybe he has. It's hard to tell on this camera angle. Actually, Donna, do you know what? We'll have that quick just to make it interesting for you. Again, he's in no danger of leaving. As long as that white he's in no danger of leaving the yellow one. Obviously, with it on the bottom rail. But he has give Mark a chance of just going for this off the rail, off side rail. I think that's a shot Mark will take. Oh, maybe not. That's me calling him again. I'm surprised he did that because he's left a potential finish on for Graham here. One good pot and he's in this. He wins this. I think he'd been in just a better position to come off side cushion and go for that. He's never going to miss a yellow, but which whether he potted it or not. That bounce is nice. Containing shot now. Flick off this. Use a black. Cover the ball. Lewis Flint, 21-18 Graham. Just one each, so one for Graham, one for Mark Farleigh. A few more people coming in to support. It's getting busy by the minute. Fancy Mark to get out of this snooker. Where it's just obviously where it's no way he's going to leave it safe. He's got to go for this full-blooded for me, and hope he gets a bit of luck. But he hasn't. Straightforward now. Probably want to be that side of it, but again, it's not too much. Whoa, he's down on that shot before it even stopped rolling. I'm not sure if that's bad luck or just playing that a bit too quick. He got down before the white stopped rolling. You see, he hasn't even set himself. That's a bad shot for me. I think if you play that, you just roll that over the corner bag. Celebrity in the place, got Mr. Cam. Coming to practice, have we got a table booked?
No, got a fat chance now, haven't
yeah, so you've got no chance, yeah, because I think they're all booked out after this as well. Just been looking at the diary, so.
Pick myself up a settee as well.
Oh, I missed it. Did Mark finish that then? Yeah, he did, didn't he? Reffing a bit, I think. I've been dragged into it. They requested a ref, so I think Jason's doing the first half and I'm doing the second half. And I hate reffing. I absolutely hate. I can't concentrate. I can't focus on a game for that long to ref it. So. Do you want to jump on for a bit? You sure? It's the old Wayne camera in on that marking, no problem. On that marking, no worries. I mean, the only time you might get on is say they caught the ones over there, but I mean, they're not. The first three don't play too badly. It's just they've got no pro cups on, and you don't really practice without pro cups, really, do you? Nah. I mean, they are new sets, but it's just that the white's the old white. I think that's a massive difference in the white being different. So. You need to get some table time in. No, Gabe's got some table time. I booked a table for him. He's coming in Thursday for a few hours, so he's getting some practice on the tables. Gabe is. You've been to New Showman's?
Yeah, I've popped in.
All right, yeah. His tables are lightning quick now, quicker than it used to be. Ridiculously quick.
Nice table.
Yeah. It's just, well, I was watching a game. I was watching some the other day play for a bit of cash. And obviously I went for the Tom Barlow. We streamed the Tom Barlow match Friday, but went in before that, and I was watching. Everyone was overeating shots, and it's one of the ones where you can see him compensating, but there's overcompensating and sort of dropping anything short after that. But they are hard tables to play on. I mean, you're probably used to speed cloths like. No, just the match table steel block, but he is going to change the top 2 to steel block. Yeah. I'm not sure which ones. We've got someone here that are, but I think they're over there now. But they might have changed the front 2 tables, but it makes a massive difference. It really does make a massive. I'll find out which ones are actually, because you don't want to practice on a table that's not when you're going to claim one on it. Yeah. No, they do play different. I think they're definitely better. You're a bit more consistent out there. They don't sort of fade like other cushions do. But yeah. Sorry about that, we was away for a little bit. Just had a nice surprise Wayne Camp popping in, having a chat. I didn't want to leave the mics on because it was a personal conversation. I'll just read through some of the messages, make sure I haven't missed anything particularly important. There you go, Danny. I'm in commentary. I'm on my own though, mate, so it's not going to be the best commentary in the world, especially if I'm doing it on my own. Grant Johnson, anyone know the final pot? The final pot? No, we don't know the final pot. It's they don't know the final pot. Apparently, there's been a lot of side bets sort of come sort of via other people, so we know it's over 2k. They've got £1 each in the pocket, and then there's a few bets gone either side. I think we've backed one. I think we've backed Graham for a bit of money, and there's been a few bets here or there. So we'll just give it as 2k for now, and we're not too sure on the final pot. Excuse the horrible images you're getting of Matty Lawton's legs on there. It's not nice to look at. It's sound now, Lee Greener, or it should be. It's transmitting out to you, and YouTube's telling me it's transmitting out as well. So, right, Graham 7-3. Sorry, Matt Farleigh 7-3. Expert refereeing by Chase Reynolds.
I don't know if anyone's just watched me live. I'm just on the draw for Steve Metcalf's competition. I'll put it online tomorrow. I ain't got time today. We're obviously doing this, so. But if anyone wants to know the draw, just send me a message and I'll let you know, or watch me back again. To be fair, Graham hasn't done a great deal wrong. He's probably only really played a couple of loose shots. He hasn't done a great deal wrong. I haven't seen the last 2 frames, but he just hasn't done a lot wrong. He's just... I mean, Mark really has apologised about 7 times so far, and that tells you quite a lot. What number was you? Yeah, you're Scott, right? Yeah, you didn't get each other anyway. That was yeah. Oh,
I'm not in it, but yeah, Scott.
Yeah, Scott and Dougie was who you wanted, though, weren't it? 25. Yeah, like I say, they didn't get each other, which was a bonus. It was 25. 25 had 7. Dan Green. Yeah, I know. And 26 was further down. Where was 26? 26 had 20. Wayne Fodden. The buy went to my purchase, Ryan Johnston. Yeah, he said earlier he wanted it as well, so my daughter obliged. They're playing to 21, Guy. Yeah, absolutely, Simon. He has had chances, and as I just said as well, I mean, Mark's had a little bit of fortune in a few of the frames. I mean, he played well. He's cleared up well in most of the frames he's won, but Graham just needs to keep his head and carry on going, and he's so composed. I mean, when he took them two frames to make it 7-3, it looked like he could just go on a little run there. Then he missed that black. Mark's a very good player. Mark will stay there, and he won't make too many rash decisions, in my opinion. I think it says under the table as well, black ball's raced to 21. Don't know why Phil's put it there, it's normally at the top. Mrs. Reynolds, top tip of the day. She's got no tips today, she only does one a week. So if anyone tuning in for Mrs. Reynolds' top tips, it's not happening today. No, they weren't keen on tying cats' legs and tails together for some reason. Although we've done it to our cat when we got home, and it worked, didn't it? It absolutely worked. So there's been a lot of frames like this where it is reasonably straightforward, and it's just keeping hold of the white. Just getting the right angle of each of these balls and keeping hold of the white. Yeah, that gave him choices. Yeah, there is a long way to go, to be fair, Guy. There really is, and most matches sort of have little runs. I mean, we will have a break in about 15-20 minutes, or about 10 minutes. But yeah, there'll be little runs. But I said the same thing on Friday night when my son went 9-1 down. You know, you can't give someone a big lead like that. And if that's a great shot, that is. And if Mark carries on playing like this, then you know, a big lead at the break. It's very difficult to get that back, even with a race to 21. I mean, if he's you know, if he wins here, an 8-frame lead basically means he can win 1 in 3, really, and it will still be enough for him. To be fair, that was a very good finish. Racked up properly as well. These balls have split every time really well. I think we've only had a couple of dry breaks, but they haven't sat there grouped together necessarily. They've split really well. And Mark's got quite a break on him as well. Does the simple things very well, Mark does. Let's be honest, if you don't give Graham too many chances, he ain't gonna win many frames. It's another frame. Graham has practiced for the last 2 weeks pretty solid, and he has played some really good pool that I've seen. He's taken, you know, sort of a third of the frames against Ewan the other day when I saw him. And you don't take, you know, a third of the frames, third of 30 frames. I think he lost something like 21-11 or something. So a third of the frames against Ewan, that's some going, because Ewan don't give you many chances. And like I say, he's been practicing all week. He's been well up for this. So that's a bit better. I mean, a lot of his breaks, the white's sort of gone up to the top cushion or the bottom cushion, leaving him very limited to what he was going to do. But at least that's well away from everything. Let's just keep hold of the white ball. Everything goes. A little bit rash, that. He's good cueing, this does. I mean, any sort of bad luck going, and Graham has had it at the moment. Like I say, long way to go, like Guy said, and this is. Yeah, I think you're right, Martin. To be fair, I mean, I said before, I like the way Mark goes around the table. Doesn't do too many flash things, and like I say, if he's been left a chance, he's just mopping them up. Evening, Mr. Grucci. He's only got to drop this in. If it goes in, he's on his awkward red. I mean, this is showing is a little bit of for me. There's sort of no confidence there, because you would have played the one below the red at the bottom, because that's your difficult one, and again everything went if you had a good white. But now, again, everything goes for Mark with a good white. Anyway, Mr. Lemon, I thought you was the most improved player of the year. I was mentioning last night that you beat Tracy Leaning once, so... There's a chance of a skill shot here. I don't know if Mark will take it on or if there's any real need, but yeah, I'm getting good at this commentary crap, aren't I? He was a little bit unfortunate not to actually land on that one on the cushion. I think Mark will just punch this out, either leave the cube on the cushion or try and get behind the reds. Oh, it looks like he's going for it. I'll tell you what, that's a great shot. That is. It's a great shot. But that shows the difference between having that much confidence and having none. With Graham's last couple of shots, they just sort of, as Martin said, just played into his hands. He's getting all these little kisses as well. I mean, it wouldn't have made much difference if he hadn't have hit that, but he is getting the little kisses as well. These lads will be having a break shortly. Really, it's up to them when they want to have a break. But at the moment, the Scunny lads are coming over here and taking all the money, keeping us very quiet up here. I think they might be having a quick 10-minute now. See, I tell you what, Phil's an absolute nightmare for lip readers, because with that beard you cannot read what he's saying. I can tell what Mark's saying. He's saying, yeah, I'm having a good day, thanks, mate. No idea what Phil's saying. It looks like he's chewing a ferret. Actually beat her twice. That's out of 18 frames, Mr. Lamming. That's nothing to brag about. Look, James, we all hope he gets back into it, because we don't want to see a completely one-sided affair. And Graham's better than this, and he really is. He's been playing some good stuff, and he's such a nice lad as well. He's one of the nicest lads in Grimsby. But Mark's a nice lad as well. He's brought loads of support with him as well. There's 3 of them, him and 2 others. Did you have a match last night then, Mr. Halliday, or recently? I haven't seen it. I'll keep going until they decide they're having a break. I'm not sure what they're deciding. It looks like they're still talking. No, I think they're still going on. Oh, we're meant to be playing you? I'll give you some L's. Yeah, I think so as well, Guy. I think he does need a little 10 minutes to get his wobble his head about a bit. Because like Martin said, just everything he touches at the moment is just playing into Mark's hands. Well, this game's definitely got a few visits in it. That looks like he hasn't hit the cushion there. See, I think he queued up there to play play a red afterwards, after he played the plant with the red onto yellow. I think he got a little bit confused there. So there would have been a few visits in this if he hadn't given 2 shots away, but I mean, there's still a lot of work for Mark to do here, but all right. Unlucky James. I was saying last night though, I mean, Nick must have played well, giving Reece a 7 start. Nick's got his head on. He's more than capable of giving anyone a game, really. I mean, these starts, first time he's ever given a start, and he managed that quite well. So, yeah. I mean, how much did he have on him? That's what it is. I think a lot of people around here are new to the rules, but he isn't new to the rules. I think he's just trying to force things at the moment and not seeing it clearly. I think that break, as I said, will do him the world of good. He knows the rules well enough. He's just, I'd say, a bit shell-shocked, I think. After 16 frames, he would have more than hoped to have been, at worst case, you know, be sitting there with 7 frames. At worst case. I don't think he's even considered the fact that he might be 13-3 down after 16 frames. £400. That Halliday's crackers, isn't he? I mean, when you say tremendous, is that tremendous or tremendous? I mean, that's a tremendous side party. He'll like that when he's watching back that somebody's mentioned his choice of hairstyle this evening. To be fair, if anyone can afford to lose £400, it's Mr. Halliday. It's a funny old table, this. I don't think anyone's going to do too much damage for a while. So to be fair, James Halliday did message me saying that he'd have Mark with me for £25, but I didn't see it till Mark was about 11-3 up, so I declined. So you know what, if you're going to mess it up, that's how you mess it up. So even that, you know, it's just quite fortunate, isn't it, to end up like that. I mean, that's not a nice snooker to get out of. I mean, for me, it's off the 2 cushions with left-hand side, checking it back up for them 2. Below his 2 reds. I think he's trying that. He's jacked his cue up to try and get the side on. That'll do him. He had plenty to aim at, but I don't think he's gone for the lone ball. The reason I suggested that shot was there was 2 balls there, giving you sort of 4 or 5 inches to aim at, as opposed to just you know, the 2 inches of the yellow ball. I'll have a word with him afterwards, Dan. I'll let him play his match and see what he says. But as I say though, if Graham would just give his head a wobble and give himself 5 minutes. I mean, it's a hell of a lead, isn't it? It's a hell of a lead. Yeah, he's doing everything right, Marcus. I think Mark plays world rules county, doesn't he, Martin? So he can play this plant with so much confidence that he can just screw the white back for, you know, red in the middle, not worrying about where the other red goes. Get the white back to roughly where it is now. Doesn't have to worry about that red. He'll think about that in a couple of shots' time. If it works out now, then great. That was a lot easier than Mark made that look. It'll be good to have him on board, to be fair, Mr. Laming. So it's like that, you know, he's played that shot. It's a bit of a... And again, he's just unlucky that that hasn't covered the black. Now everything is there. You know, I honestly think if Mark Farleigh had played that shot, he would have covered that black. And that's just the difference. Blow me, I suppose one of them he's missed today. Graham needs this. His white's kind of okay. Any requests? I'll sing a bit of Frank Sinatra for you. Everything's up to Smitho, to be fair, mate. Yeah, yeah. Why's Phil got a purse anyway? Is his wife not? Is she not allowed out tonight then? Yeah, like I say, it's up to Smitho. It's his team. Smitho in, that's what I say. That's a good shot. Again, a little unfortunate, but still a good shot. I mean, really, he just wants to come in behind this yellow and give him problems. So he's looking up there because it's such a big pocket. It's not the shot. Even if he was to have cleared up from there, and which obviously is giving 2 shots away. But see, the black still goes. That was just put it behind the yellow. Give him questions to answer. I think he wants to pot this. I think he wants to leave it in the middle of the table, sort of in line with the imaginary blue spot, and then take that. Take the one on the right hand side afterwards. It's a little bit awkward, but there's not a lot of value in potting this. I'll tell you what, again, it's just fortuitous. If that had gone the other side, he was either chasing the top one or cutting this one here back. And it's just popped out right for him. All the runs going Mark's way at the moment. Shut up, Halliday. You know what you know what the score is, Martin Lemon. Yep, I think Mark's going to take this one as well. As I say, that attempted double, for it to come off like that and then hit the knuckle and come back to give himself a shot. You always need a decent reserve. This is it. We've got to start looking at the likes of Dan Morton. You know, Tom's there. Tom's just getting back into it, and after a little bit of time out. But you can't deny Tom's a talent. We've got loads of them out here though, and they just don't seem to have any. I mean, going back to Graham's shot there, where he could have just come in behind the yellow. You know, why are you so adverse to playing safety? I mean, I'm one of the most attacking players you're ever likely to see, and yet I see the value in safety, and I try and explain to people that it's not all about the big finishes. That'll be good, Martin. How many's in this try-list team? Keep going on about it. It looks like there's about 42. I don't think Graham Watt leave it too long for a break, to be fair. There's no point coming back, and Mark really only needs 3 or 4 frames. Really think he needs a quick 10 minutes. I don't know, Ross. I mean, I think Mark's a very good player, but Graham has been playing so well lately. You know, if Graham would come here with his A game, but you know what it's like. You get on a roll, or you don't get on a roll, and that's how some of these games just. You know, you expect him to sort of swing both ways, but this just hasn't. This has been pretty relentless. I mean, Mark's having a good day, and Graham's having a bit of a stinker at the moment. Like I say, he hasn't really done too many shots wrong, but every time he has done something wrong, it really has just played into Mark's hands. It's funny though, we get a lot of matches and they look like mismatches before they happen and they end up close. We're very, very rarely do we get a scoreline. It's miles away. Well, Mark Farleigh isn't, Dicko. Yeah, that looks like a reasonable team from what I know of it. I mean, Will McFadden, I like him. I like the way he plays the game. I like Will. He's a nice lad as well. So I mean, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. He's just punishing everything, isn't he? He's just really does look like he wants to get home and get up for work in the morning. I think Graham turned it down. I think Martin, from what I hear, I think he might have work commitments abroad shortly. So if he can't commit, it's fine. I don't know if Dan. I don't think Dan Hornigold was asked, mate, and I think Can't understand what who says. Graham Thomas or Dan Hornigold. I don't understand either of them. Oh, McFadden. Yeah. No, I've got no idea what he says either. So the Lincolnshire Blackpool team, I mean, you got me that comes from down south, you got Will that comes from the furthest part of Scotland that he could possibly come from. You've just got a right mixed match, you have. Used all the pocket there, didn't he? Yeah, Will's a top lad though, even though you can't understand him, you know he means well. Right, I'll see if Phil wants a bit of a break in a minute. So I'm going to turn the mics off for 2 minutes. I'm just going to... You're probably right, Mike, to be fair. There are a few of our colonial friends representing Bedfordshire. You are right, son. You are right. Well, we went to nationals. I mean, was it... Oh, he's still going to go for this. He had one of these earlier and he went for it, and I think he's just got to rely on the white not dropping in somewhere silly, but I still think he'll go for it. Yeah, I don't know, it was East London, Essex or whatever it was, I don't know. There's a few of them, mate, that look Bedfordshire-esque. See what I mean? Just trust it. He had to take that. It was a good shot, that was. Well, if I don't have a break now, I don't see any point in having a break at all. Right, like I say, I'm going to turn the mics off and see if Phil wants to come and sit down, and I'll get him to talk to you for a little while. He won't talk any more sense to me, though, I can assure you of that.
I'll crack on then. I'm joined with by Dan Walker, no relation to Graham. He's a
Evening,
school
all.
lad. He knows Mark Farleigh's game very well. I think you've got a bit of interest on Mark Farleigh as well, haven't you? A bit of cash on him.
Yeah, good player, Mark.
He's queuing really. It's the best I've seen him queue.
Yeah, he's playing well.
So I've just been reffing the last probably like 7 frames, something like that, and that's a better way. He had 2 break dishes. I mean, I do think that's my racking abilities that's made it. I try and take as much credit from things that aren't anything to do with me as I can.
He's cruising, isn't he?
He is,
cruising.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Graham's playing particularly well. I know Graham in the sense of knowing him for me. I don't see him play. I don't see him play at all, to be honest. So
yeah,
he must play a lot because you don't take a game on it.
Not
£2,000.
Nah,
you don't play a bit. But
that's it.
But from his mannerisms, from where he's playing, from his gestures he's making when he plays shots, he's obviously not playing as well as he can do.
Nah.
Either that or
but Mark's not letting him, is he?
No, I would say Mark's not missing
really,
much.
really good.
He's had a little bit of run that comes with playing well. When you're playing well, you have that little bit of run, don't you? And I think that's what he's getting at the moment. So I didn't think it. I mean, I must admit, I've heard a few people say that Matt Farleigh was going to win this by sort of 4 or 5 frames. I didn't think for a minute he was going to win it by.
Not this
he hasn't won it
score.
yet, but I didn't think he was going to go this far ahead.
Yeah.
Try and get the chat and make sure see what's happening on the chat.
It's a nice shot.
You got any money matches lined up yourself, Dan?
I haven't. No. Nah. No one wants me.
No one wants you.
No one wants me.
You smashed Cole Finn up. That's why.
Yeah, that's it.
It's ruined everyone.
It's
for you.
ruined it for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Nick Smith. I got Nick Smith.
Have you?
£1,000 a man. June time. That'll be a good game.
Is that here or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, home and away.
Oh, you yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be a good game. I mean, Nick's, the thing about Nick, and I don't think he'll mind me saying this, it's not necessarily just about ability with Nick. He's obviously got some ability, he has money, but he mentioned it yesterday, he's got near as a seal. A grand for him is nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He does that every day, he plays, he's the most prolific money player on the scene. He plays constantly all the time.
He says it's not about the money, he says it's just enjoys pool.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Whatever your motivation is, it doesn't matter, does it? As long as you enjoy it. I mean, I'd love to play pool, but I don't get a chance anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Noxie Seniors tomorrow to have a bit of that's unfortunate. He's left himself such an outside edge there, and you can see it.
Yeah. Can he cut it in though?
I think he can cut it in, but White's travelling in it.
Ooh, well look.
He actually overcut that. Let me answer the question. He could cut it in.
He's got away with it.
Just looking at the chat. I'm not going to ask for score predictions. I think it'll be slightly unfair now. We had a few. I think Lewis Flint backed Graham to win, so obviously he must know his game.
Yeah.
That White's not left it. I mean, I assume that's the way he's looking at that. It's got to be touching ball. He's playing off his back cushion.
Yeah. Bit fortunate
just
there.
in behind the black there, isn't he? Just rolling. That's a nice shot. But even that, I mean, I'm not saying it was a hard shot to play, but you can mess them up quite easily. You just come off
I've done that many a time.
Yeah,
many a time.
You take your eye off him a little bit, don't you? But he's played that really well. But Mark's that sort of player. He's he's done some break dishes, some lovely finishes, which I've never seen him do before, to be honest. But he's a very steady player. Don't make sort of he only makes honest mistakes. Let's say, don't make sort of silly mistakes.
Yeah. And he's really calm under pressure as well. I know he hasn't been under pressure tonight, but he really is a good, calm player.
And you need that, especially when I don't know how much of this is his money. I assume quite a big lump of this is his money. I know you've had a little bit dabble on him, So I mean, no one wants to lose a few £100, do they?
That's it.
It's added pressure straight away, and if he takes that well, handles that pressure well, it's only going to aid him for money matches, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's only starting off, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is only his first one.
Is this his first money match?
Yeah,
I thought he played some before. I know he's played a lot of.
He's played a few 50-quidders.
That's another one for Matt. That's 17. Yeah, so I know he played a few money match days and such things in Scunthorpe and things like that, hasn't he? But
not this kind of money.
This is his first real pot, then, is it?
Yeah. Big shout out to Ricky and Martin, the supporters from Scunthorpe over there.
Grabbed a couple of guys. I think it was Martin, the one I got him in a comp not long ago. He's good. He's one of them players. He's a confidence player, Martin, isn't he?
Yeah.
I beat him in the end, but I got a lot of luck to beat him. I can remember thinking I walked away thinking I've not beaten with ability. It's purely I've got that little bit of run that you need. But
yeah, he's a good steady player.
Yeah.
So is Ricky.
I think I only played against Ricky one frame pool, and I think he plays for Smithson's black ball team, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I played about for your team. I think maybe a while ago in the black ball league, which I haven't turned up for this season, which I apologise. Family.
Yeah, we're struggling a bit this year, to be honest.
I will.
Well, we're still third or fourth.
If you watch the way I play pool at the moment, you won't want me to turn up. I guarantee it. But I will try and turn up more for you, to be honest. Mark to break again. He's had some monster breaks at the moment, Mark. See if he can produce another one. It's not as good. If it must be JC's racking, it's not as good as my racking. That's what it is. Tie break there. Yeah, I agree, Dan. Dan Green is saying it feels for Graham. It's a tough watch. I mean, I don't know if you've met Dan before.
Nah.
Sorry, met Graham before. He's a really. I've only spoke to him a few times. But he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to have a bad word against anybody. So it's kind of hard to watch him struggle a little bit around the table.
And it is a shame, innit, when it goes this far.
Yeah. There's no hiding place for you either, is there? When you sort of, if you were against another guy streaming ahead, there's literally no hiding place. But I mean, he's carrying himself. He's cracking on. His head hasn't dropped. He hasn't once thrashed around the table or thrown his cue down or like that. He's just cracking on. He's stuck in. Handling it well. You've got to handle defeat better than you handle wins, haven't you? He's still learning. One good shot here though. He's out. I know Black's tough, but I mean, still doubles, doesn't it? So.
Yeah. Unless he screws into that now.
He could. Do you know, I mean, he did. But the only problem is, that's what I'd say. I don't want to. Oh, you can probably see the outside edge of that. Can he pop that? Do you think?
Nah, I don't think so.
That was I'm about to say before I did that. I wasn't quick enough. That's the only problem is if he misses a black, you don't know where his white's going. It could be middle bag, could be anywhere. And, he's got Jace over, so I'm guessing he's saying that's a total or very close to a total. It's hard to tell on the stream whether it's a total or not. Isn't it? Did he pot it?
Yeah.
So he must have swerved that then.
Yeah.
But he can still double this.
Cross
double it, yeah. The only problem he's got is a white flicking off a yellow and maybe hitting the black as it goes back across again. But you've got to go. He's got no other option but to go for this, hasn't he? So you'd rather go out missing that than.
That's it. The white's flying about a bit, isn't it?
That's unfortunate. That sums his night up, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely sums his night up.
Unlucky.
18 to Mark now. I mean. Again, I know Mark a little bit. Well, I know him quite well. I've played him a few times. I know inside he'll be gutted for Graham there. He'll be glad he's won the frame, but he won't want to win that way, would he?
Nah.
So there you go, James Halliday saying Dan Walker is a machine. I mean, you've got praise off Halliday there, but I don't think you want him to praise you, do you? I mean, you take praise of anybody, but not Halliday.
Anyone but him.
Yeah. He's like the pantomime villain of Poole, isn't he, James Halliday?
He's a good player, though.
Oh, yeah.
He makes out he isn't a good player, but...
Do you know the thing is with James? I mean, he plays with people a little bit, in a good way. I think. He'll act like he's not a great player, play crap against somebody in practice or whatever, just to get little games. And do you know that's part of it, though, isn't it? Surely it's sort of showmanship, isn't it? Selling yourself to these people and that's what he's doing. He's just using a bit of his. I won't say acting skills, but a little bit of a guile to.
You get there, we get to games, though, doesn't he?
But then he's lost me money. That's why I won't back him anymore, because he lost it. As you've learned, really, whenever he rings me and says or texts me and says I can't lose, Phil, it means he's going to lose. So I'm not going to do it anymore. But I do think it's my. Whenever I back him, he seems to lose. So it's my fault, I think.
Yeah, I've never backed Halliday.
Well, if you do back him and you find out I've backed him, take your money back, because I guarantee he'll lose if I've backed him. Why was you offering 20 quid on Graham, Jackal? Dicko? Do you know, I love it when you come on stream. You know that Steve Dicko's always going to be watching.
Yeah.
Always about. He's a Poole fan, he likes Poole.
Yeah, he loves it.
Cracking player, obviously, as well. But,
very good player.
Dan Walker v the Jackal, 400 pot.
Nah. I can get easier games.
Do you know what I was about to say? You took words out of my mouth. There's easier games for you out there, isn't there?
That could be down the line.
I mean, the thing is, you took Showman apart, didn't you? You took Cole apart when you played him. I know Cole didn't play his best, but I mean, good player, Cole.
Bit of an old man now, isn't he?
Well, he's eyes a shot, yeah. I can't moan too much. You bought me a few beers Friday night, so I can't moan too much. Again, you can't really see. He's got one problem. Well, say problem ball. He's got one tough ball on the right hand side. You can't see Mark not taking control or winning this frame for me.
Nah, you can't. But when you get this far ahead, you just let your arm go, can't you? And just.
But then again, it can win it sometimes the other way. How many times you see someone go ahead? A bit like in the Tom Valley match on Friday. Tom went quite a few behind. Was it 5-1 behind? He got a fluke, and then his arm he looked like the freest person in the world who was playing balls from everywhere. I think maybe because he was down, he thought, well, what have I got to lose now? I can either go further behind, or I can get claw it back, and so it can work both ways.
Yeah. Oh, a bit wild there.
It's not the worst white in the world, though, is it?
Nah.
But to go safe, and it has. I think Graham just needs a little bit of control here, a little bit of a containing shot. He hasn't got to go for this. Because if he goes long with that, if he goes for that long yellow, his white's coming down this right-hand side of the table.
Yeah.
He could.
You don't want to be going
get that
for
red
this.
up, couldn't he? He could get the red off the rail.
Oh,
Do you know what his white was actually?
that's a good white. It's a good white.
It's a good white. Now he's missed.
Yeah.
I think you might see Mark just try and roll his.
So he might just don't need to do out stupid here, does he?
Yeah, just roll it on the left towards the bag. If it goes in, then you carry on. If it doesn't go in, then you don't worry about it too much. He's got nothing on. He's only got a long yellow.
Just looks so easy from here, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't miss a single shot while on this stream. I'm the best player in the world. I'm taking Tom Bowler next on this on here. Although I do apologise to Tom. I know Tom won't be listening, but we had a lot of technical difficulties on Friday with his match, streaming his match, and I looked up and he missed a pot, and I just assumed he'd missed an easy pot, and apparently it rolled out the bag. He texted me today, I think it's today or yesterday, saying it wasn't a miss, it was the bag that spat it out. So I do apologise to Tom if you are listening.
Yeah, I did actually miss that one as well.
Yeah.
I must have been yapping to someone.
Yeah. It was.
Someone said it.
These tables do tend to do that a little bit though. I mean, we've seen one today. Mark played one a minute ago in the middle bag, and it seemed to roll in and out. Mark, being the sort of guy he is, didn't blame the table, but these newer tables, not just at this venue, at every venue I've been to, tend to have that little bit of spit out. If you just don't catch the bag perfectly. James Halliday, Farleigh was lucky. Yeah, if that's where you want to go, mate. Matt, do you know, Matt, you fooled me. I thought I missed something there. Matt Devaney saying, "Can you please update Graham's score?" It's saying 3 on my screen. It is, it is 18-3, mate. Jack I wanted to get eight frames. Oh, is that regarding the thing? Oh, okay. Sean Hammond, Phil Lane, Graham new to BB rules. No, I don't think he's new. I don't think he's played money matches, Sean. I don't think this is. I think this is maybe his first money match. Did he double touch that white then?
No, I don't think so.
It's just my bad eyes. I mean, again, if he didn't double touch it, he also if he did double touch it, he would have said so. Yeah. So it's. But no, I don't think.
Take a note away from Mark though. He's played outstanding. Outstanding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Lamin's son, Martin Lamin.
Oh yes.
Showman's co-owner. I do like that. James Halliday saying Tom Bowler was lucky, beating Sebweb 20-5. I mean, because 25 is a big gap at that level, isn't it? I mean,
oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's a little. I mean, I was thinking, why is he playing that with back bottom? Yeah. Just don't put anything on that. Just let the rail come out and just drop it on instead. Wait and leave yourself the harder cut into the blind bag. But how you doing, Martin? Are you all right? Oh yeah, Dono, totally agree. I mean, as I say, there's no way playing for 2K when you're on the stream, and if you're losing, you notice the stream's on. If you're winning, you forget about the stream. You play balls, you're playing the balls like it's just a practice. But fair play to them, fair play to both of them. Coming on here, like I say, I didn't know Mark hadn't played any money matches apart from £50 games. It's just like a lot of effort, a lot of balls.
Oh yeah,
it's brave.
Yeah. I think a lot of people wanted to back Mark as well. Hey.
It's one for Graham there. It's a typical British thing. Everyone wants the underdog to start winning a few frames now.
Yeah.
Even people who have money on Mark or want Graham to make a bit more matches for his own, for himself.
Comebacks on.
Yeah, comebacks on. Just reading a few of the comments. John Steele saying, "Wow, when I looked at that's some scoreline. When I last looked, it was 3-1." It has sort of, as a scoreline suggests, it's all gone Mark's way. He has, I think he's been much the better player, but he's also had that little bit of run that you get when you're playing well.
Good players in here practicing tonight.
Yeah, we've got Wayne Cameron who was playing against Ryan Milson. I mean, Wayne was ex-England player. You've got Cam Dunlop.
Cam Dunlop. That's it. He's a good player.
Well, Cammy there. I was brought with Wayne Cameron. He's known for years. He was an England player. For 6 in the world in the country at one point.
Yeah, I've seen him practicing the Showman's last week. Very good player.
He's playing a money match in here soon against Gabe. In a couple of weeks on Friday night. You have to get yourself in for that, Dan.
Yeah, I will do.
I think we've got. I think it's only £1,000. I think it's £1,000 pot. We've got out of that one. That'll be a cracking game.
Yeah,
absolutely cracking. Because the play obviously it's Scunthorpe and Wayne. It's Wayne's first game back, and he'd not played with Pro Cups before. And he found the Pro Cups very hard to get to deal with. Yeah. I think once you've been playing constantly with one set of balls. I mean, the rule set new to him, but I say new to him. He knows these rules when in their infancy years ago when he used to be called something else, international or something like that, and they've changed slightly. You had to nominate a skill shot then apparently. But yeah, right. Wayne's good, unbelievable QS Wayne.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Who's next winning match, Graham? I don't honestly know. I know we've got one the week on Friday, I believe it is, the 8th of March. Is that a week on Friday? Yeah, it is a week on Friday. That's Gabe v Wayne Cam. I'm not too sure it's in there. We actually are in this process of creating a diary online, but I mean, if you look on our group, they are on the groups. There'll be bound to be a couple of matches between now and then. There always is. Everyone's sort of buzzing for the money matches around here at the moment, as you know.
Oh yeah, it's going crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like at Showman's, it's like a tournament or something on every other week.
Yeah. I think you sort of need that though, don't you? For Pool needs that. There needs to be more tournaments because when you get tournaments, everyone comes in to practice. Everyone's on tables, and it's good for business for
especially
the owners.
Different levels as well. Yeah. It's nice to see. You know, where it used to always be all the big boys. But now they're putting on tournaments for each level.
Yeah, of course. Well, we had a ladies' comp yesterday and it was brilliant. I mean, it was really good. I really enjoyed watching it. I mean, obviously Tracy got to the final against Laura. Yeah. Obviously we know Tracy and that very well, and she did really, really well. I think the day's a tough day. It's a tough day being a tournament.
It's a long day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And as fit as Tracy is, she does run in and out all the time and such things. I think even that took its toll a little bit on her, and she made mistakes towards the end of the day as well. And she I don't think she'll beat herself up about it, but she had a chance to win it at 4-0 up.
Oh yeah, no, I had Tracy as well in Calcutta.
You did that? Yeah. She would still win someone there, didn't she?
Yeah. I should get that next week when Mr. Hornigold come back from holiday.
I think he'll sort it as an order. I believe he'll probably be listening, but I'm sure he'll sort it.
Yeah, he said Wednesday time.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Like I say, we're not in no rush.
Man with your financial recovery.
Yeah, that's
it. You don't need that, do you? Rolling in it.
Oh, that's unlucky.
If that don't go past that red, then he's kind of got away with that a little bit. And he's looking at it hard, so I'm guessing
goes past.
If it does go past, it's very, very tight. But then again,
could be half
modern
pocket,
tables, you don't have to hit the middle of the bag, do you, on these tables? So. He's played for it, so it must go.
Yeah.
That flew in, didn't it?
Yeah.
But again, if you want 18-4 down, obviously probably just got down and played it. But obviously, being that far behind, you want to make sure. Another frame for Graham. Bit of noise.
Bit of noise in here. Yeah, it's going a bit crazy. It's back on.
It's back on. 18-5. But again, do you know what? I hope he does. I hope he gets it close to like 18, 14, something like that. As much as my missus won't be home till later. It's good for him. It's good, I mean, for his fans, obviously, around here, or supporters around here, I'm hoping that I'll be hoping he goes all the way now, gets back in. And every frame he wins will feel like 2 or 3 frames.
Yeah.
And people are saying, oh, yeah, he's so far ahead, it doesn't matter. It does, but it does matter. Being ahead, it's nothing worse than being ahead and you lose a few in a row.
Oh, yeah. And then he'll start getting more confident, and Mark will lose a little bit. And
Mr. Lamin saying hello to you as well, Mr. Walker.
Good evening, Mr. Lamin.
That's it, yeah. See, only got to win 16-2 now. But I know it's a bit of a. Mark's playing really well at the moment. But I mean, you only got to look at it and say, well, Mark's got that lead. He's won that many frames. So if he's done it, it's possible. He's proved it possible in his match. So.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone a bit far there.
That's not the best shot, is it?
Can he squeeze that through there?
That's ended up being quite fortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry about me. I've had 2 late nights with streaming, so I'm tired.
Yeah, I bet you are.
24 quid. Yeah, it is, yeah. There you go, Graham. 24th, Mr. Halliday v Greener.
In here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Big pot, I think, as well. I think it's a 2K pot, I believe. I'm sure Mr. Halliday will correct me.
Do you know that Mr. Greener? Is he a good player?
I know who he is. I've never seen him play a single frame.
No.
People are calling Halliday a shark, so I'm guessing he's favoured for that. But then again, Halliday's been in a few times, and I think he'll admit he hasn't played his best pool when he's been here. So And plus travelling away, I think sometimes a little bit harder as well, isn't it? So
yeah, he loves it though, Halliday, doesn't he?
Oh,
Absolutely loves it.
But again, it's prolific. It's good. It's having people playing all the time.
He loves being a villain as well, though.
Yeah, of course he does. Like I say, he plays that pantomime sort of role, doesn't
yeah, he? Yeah. But like you say, I think you've got to play that to get the games, don't you?
Yeah. Well, he's also, I mean, he's probably not as stupid as people make out, because he gets a lot of stick, but if he makes it emotional, it doesn't always become about the pool. He makes it like people hate him and they're thinking, I really want to be here.
Yeah.
And some people do get like that. Some people do get angry about other people and things like that, don't they? So he's left some lot of work here.
Yeah.
If he was straight on this, you think he's going to go, quite stiff. I mean, I don't know where the black goes, but he's going to go into that, screw into that. The black to free up, but he's not guaranteed to leave himself on this ball here. So
what's he doing here then? Is he
doubling it?
Doubling it, yeah. Looks like it. Oh.
It's a brave shot.
Oh. No.
It's a brave shot, to be fair. I mean, he left himself absolutely nothing on.
Yeah.
So I'd be glad it didn't go in.
But now is this a bit of a chance? If that passes the red. No, I don't think it does, because he would have got down and done it.
You can play a containing shot here, though. Just push the red to the bell, get the yellow in front of the red. I'm not sure. See, I wouldn't have done that because it was less of a gap.
Oh, he's left that.
Clip the red, and then you can guarantee you're not going to leave that red ball on.
So Mike surely has got to screw into the yellow and black here.
Yeah, you'd think so. If that black doesn't go, I mean, again, it is deceiver on here, but it does look like it doesn't go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice shot.
One good shot here, then.
Yeah, big double.
Yeah. And he's hit a few doubles tonight, so he's got a. Yeah, he's played.
Oh, easy. He made that look easy.
I always think the ones where you got to screw into it a little bit and bring your white a little bit, back, sort of back across the ball instead of that double kit in. I think they are a little bit easy out there. There you go, 19-5.
19-5.
Playing with such confidence, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect this scoreline.
No, I didn't. So I'm just reading the messages on chat. We've got 51 viewers. That's not bad for a Sunday evening, is it? I think it's because most of them know you're coming on, Dan.
That's it. Like I say, I'm making my debut.
Making your debut. No, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I was going to come here and just sort of talk nonsense on my own, but it's always nice to talk nonsense with somebody.
Yeah.
And then if it falls on its backside, I can blame it on you. James Halliday, Farleigh's very good. See, that's the sort of comment, right, with Halliday that I always feel sort of tinged with a little bit of I want to play him for money sort of thing with Halliday. And it's probably not fair, because he probably means it sincerely. He probably means he's a good player. A lot of whites in there from out there.
Ooh.
See, I've stopped racking the balls for him, and he stopped break dishing. He had 2 break dishing in the balls out in the time I racked for him. Always makes me nervous when people play into a pack like that. That black roll, black can go anywhere.
I know. So what he's done, is it still open table then?
Yeah, 'cause it's free shot, wasn't it? Yeah, free shot, yeah.
So what would you do here? Would you play the plan? The red onto the yellow, to pot the yellow? Or would you go reds?
Open table, I think I'll just take the reds.
I'm
more cautious player than you, Dan. No, but you called it. I can't call. You'll find out if you do this again with me, Dan. I can't call a single shot. I can't. Every shot I say, someone plays something different.
Yeah.
But it makes a good conversation. So.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's kind of why I would have took the reds though, because or at least like gone for the harder reds set to be on reds, because I think it didn't leave as much on. If he missed, I mean.
So he's got to take this red on the right hand side now, and to come back across.
Because
if he misses, it's left
a free
out.
Shot, it's a free shot. If he just sort of naturally, play well. I mean, either way, actually, if he goes for this one, he can probably still leave himself in the middle bag the other side as well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he's left a double.
He'll go for a double, yeah. And why wouldn't he? I mean, he's hit the last few, hasn't he? So.
Yeah. No. Oh, no.
It's not the worst. He's left one ball onto the corner bag though.
Yeah.
I mean, in or over, and he takes control, but the white is going to flick off a black possibly and go towards that corner bag. So.
Yeah. So what you're doing here? You're screwing in.
I think.
I'll
be going for the other yellow, the bottom yellow.
Good chance for Mark now.
Yeah. John Steele, get out. He's put a shark emoji, get out the pool, and laughing face. I guess that'll be to Halliday, obviously. And Dan Green agreed with me. Yeah, I guess you were saying agreed, Phil, meaning that when Halliday put that, there was tinge in the fact that he wants to play him for money. Phil Webb, Phil the Enigma Webb online. Well, I feel honoured having watching the stream.
Yeah. How's it going, Mr. Webb?
I think Mr. Webb's playing a game out soon. Is it Adam Bolton you're playing for cash, I believe?
Yeah, that's in here, isn't it? 500 a man?
I think it'll be in here, yeah. I've known Adam for years. I haven't seen him for many years until the other week, but I've known him for years because he was a year above me at school, and we knocked about a little bit at school and such things, turning some circles. And he's played pool for many, many years. In fact, he played with Wayne Cam for years, so he knows Cammy and that. I think he got Cammy into the game.
Yeah.
It's his claim to fame. He's not quite as good as Wayne Cam. I think he'll admit that one. 5th of April, Phil Webb. So just reading that, Mr. Lane, Mr. Walker. Yeah, mate. 5th of April. What's the pot on that? Is it 500 a man, Phil Webb?
See, Ryan's a good player, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I've seen Ryan. Yeah. He's playing for a big pot though, isn't he? £5 pot.
Yeah, against Ewan. It's just contrasting styles.
Yeah. Oh, another one for Mark.
It's when he's on the hill. On the hill.
Yep.
Ryan's a thinking man pool player. He can finish from anywhere, but he's a thinking man pool player. Ewan will go for everything, and it's brilliant to watch. Ewan's been playing many years. I used to play in the old Q world, and Ewan was a young kid, and he used to play pound on Saturday Night Flyers, over a bus of pudding. And if you got him in the first round, he was gutted because you just go watch the tournament. He was ridiculous. He still is ridiculous. Great play. You might have watched Ewan a few times. He played Wayne for a little bit.
I've watched him a few times. Yeah, he's a brilliant player.
Great to watch. I mean, like I said, Ryan's got every shot in his locker as well. Right. And Ryan, I tell you what Ryan's good at as well. He's slowing the pace down, speeding it up, so he can go gears, and that he stabilises his players as well. And he's very good at that, Ryan Wilson. Cracking player. I know if Bart's is listening now, Bart's and stuff will tell us how poor Grimsby stand is. So, and he says it tongue in cheek. I know he does. A lot of people say that it's not very good in Grimsby compared to the Scunthorpe scene. We've got some very, very good players.
Oh yeah, I know.
And it's only going to get better now that this scene's kicking off in Q World again. Was this Mark's break? What was it? It was a dry break from Dan,
dry break.
Sorry, from Gray. I keep saying Dan because of the Walker team. You're Dan Walker. He's not. I was about to say he could finish from here, but he's not going to. Now he's done that.
Nah.
Although we tend to still try and cut this in, wouldn't you? With the fact you've got a massive cushion if you miss.
Yeah.
Your white's not going anywhere, and you've got a 15 frame lead.
Yeah, that's it. He's got to go for it, though, hasn't he?
I agree, Mr. Steele.
Yes.
He said that. Has he gone for it to get it?
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I got both.
John Steele saying Grimsby v Scunny would be a tight game if it ever happens. I don't think it ever will happen.
That'd be a good home and away. That.
Yeah. Well, we tried it before. Yeah, a bit like we do with the. Show me with the what they call it. Oh, what club? Newark Club, wasn't it? Yeah, I played in that one. And that was great. It was a really good day. And I'm sure John won't mind it here because some beer was drunk that day.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It has to be a day where everyone's sort of treating it a bit like the same sort of thing. You want to win because I think we put £25 a man down on it. You want to win, but you don't really care that much. Where you're not, everyone drinks, everyone gets drunk, and everyone enjoys the day. Yeah. So possibly it's something we have to look at.
Yeah, definitely.
John Steele, you should sort it out. County format 11 players. I agree with you, John. As long as it was like say mixed standard, that's because you don't want to play just the best players. I think that's something you could do.
I think it should be every level as
well. Yeah. But I think you should do that. It'd be good to see like maybe the best 5 county players against the best 5, or best 5 from the best 5 against Scunthorpe. Yeah. But that happens in the full tournaments.
That's it. That happens at county level anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it gives the lower players, a chance to get involved.
Yeah. I won the winning frame that won at Newark, and it was a great feeling. It was we won by quite a margin, but it was everyone jumping around and had a bit of a party atmosphere. I really enjoyed it.
That's what I mean. You're legendary now.
You're legendary by being a total player. Because I played off at the frame and everyone was watching me. And the first time I ever played county, I remember I think Matt Dunham was was in charge, and it come to the last frame, and we needed the frame to win the match. And I played the worst ball in the world, but managed to get a win out of it. And I was like, it was getting part atmosphere. It's brilliant. It's what you play ball for. That,
Yeah.
you know.
Is he having
We'll have
go
to
at these?
push the effort on, Martin. We'll have to try and get it sorted. Sorry, what you're saying, Dan?
Is
Sorry.
he going to go for these, the yellows? Oh,
He
nah,
can do-
he's playing safe.
Do you know what though?
isn't
He could go if he could see the one in the middle. I don't know if he could or not. He could have gone for that with no worries whatsoever, leaving the ball on.
It's a nice safety.
Yeah, as long as he keeps a progressive safety. You don't want to just do safe for the sake of safety, just because he's got he's got all his balls on the table and the guys have got 2 on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the only ball that's slightly tough, he has. Well, I say slightly tough. If he's got the white in the right position, none of them are tough, are they? So
Nah.
the black's the only one that's tough. I think Mark's going to do it. Just make sure he hits it. I think, innit? Just try and get off the 2 cushions and
Yeah. Ask him the question.
yeah. I think he's a bit reluctant to come off that one on the left hand side because he knows that's the one that might hamper Graham if he does get in, because he only goes in one bag at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a ball to drop on it, but
Yeah, I'd go this way.
that's a great hit. That is a great hit.
That's a great shot.
That is a lovely hit. Sorting a date. I'll get a date sorted in April. Don't do it April, I'm away in April.
Who's sorting that out?
Martin, let me just throw, I think he's just throwing some dates around.
Yeah.
Also, I think end of April will be good for me. End of April, you need to do it. I know it's. I'm not just thinking myself here, but if you do it end of the month, everyone's always loaded at the end of the month, aren't they? Payday. So
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
no one minds about going out and getting drunk when they're doing it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get involved actually. So I couldn't get in the Newark against the Newark team.
No, yeah, you get involved. I'm sure you will do. Yeah. Well, we'll just tell them you're in. Simple as that.
Yeah,
Martin will
that's
put
it.
you. I'm sure Martin will put you in.
Yeah.
With regard to standard, John, I think we all kind of know the standard players, don't we? I think.
As long as we can match each other, you know,
Yeah.
Grimsby and Scunny.
Oh, nearly got that. It's foul that though.
Lucky.
Yeah. Just go Martin, Town and Scunny tops. No, I'm not ever going to wear any of them tops. Like I say, I keep an eye on Grimsby, but I won't claim to be a fan. But I look terrible in a football top. Someone's going to say I look terrible anyway. Now I know I've just set myself up for a massive amount of insults, but I can take it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you know yourself, Ewan. I mean, I'd say I know you're a cracking player in that, but you know yourself. If you're missing a few, it gets in your head that you're missing a few. Like that shot there, you wouldn't probably have missed that in a million years. The shot you just played there, and when you miss a few, you start to beat yourself about it actually in the match, and that's what you got to try and do is forget about 8 shots. And I don't think he is. He's letting it get to him a bit.
Yeah.
But he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back.
I'm sure he had another shot though.
Disappointing. It's not so much it's Grimsby, mate. I mean, I'd say I would rather wear Grimsby than Scunthorpe, believe me, footy top. But I don't want to be a fraud. I mean, I've supported United all my life, my family and Manx. I mean, yeah, I was born in Grimsby, but I've always supported United, and I don't want to be a fraud and just. Do you know what I hate? And I keep my eye on Grimsby results, always have done. Same with keep my eye on Salford results. But it's when Grimsby get into a Wembley match or a playoff semi-final or final, or whatever. You know, I don't know what their gateway seats are now at the moment. I know they're not really great. And everyone goes.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got
yeah.
friends that don't even watch football, and they suddenly get the Grimsby Town shirts out and go. I mean, I'd feel like such a fraud.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Last thing you want is Grimsby to go like one bus load and that's it. You want a numbers going, but I mean, it's still. That's just my pace. I don't want to be a fraud.
Yeah.
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd say they always keep me on them. I like them to do well. My nephew's a season ticket holder at Grimsby, and I've got some friends that are season ticket holders. Yeah, they go to every game, home and away. But I'm not one of them people.
Nah.
Seems to be a season ticket holder at United again, though. Just applied for him.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I had some before, and I'm going to get them back. I'm going again, but it is a 2-year waiting list now. So it's more for my daughter. I mean, I stopped doing it because of the hours I work, but my daughter's a Mad Man United fan, so yeah, I've got to take her to more games.
It's a big commitment, though, isn't it? Season ticket.
Well, do you know what
Or
it
can
is?
you get rid of?
Yeah, you get rid of it. I mean, the ones I get, the matches I get now are all season tickets and that.
Right.
But yeah, I was contemplating. Obviously, my daughter's only 13, so I was contemplating getting a child and an adults one. But then when you think about it, it's easier to get rid of 2 adults ones than it is to get a child out. So yeah, I'm just going to buy 2. I'll try and go to the majority of games, but my daughter plays football, so if it's an early kick-off, we can't go to it. But all the normal kick-offs on a Sunday afternoon, I'll be going to. Midweeks, I can probably do most of them. My daughter has a few late nights through school, but she can live with that.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll handle that watching Man U.
Yeah, she loves it. Absolutely. It costs me a fortune every time I go there. She gets a new bit of kit, and it's because it's Adidas, it's all really expensive.
Yeah.
Many times I go there and don't spend £200 on a new top or a new jacket or something like that. It's gone for that. That's a great shot. Do you know what? That's a lovely little finish. That.
Yeah.
I kind of watching it thinking any minute now he's going to miss, the confidence is going to drop again. But that shows his character, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's that far behind and he's playing shots like that.
Yeah.
Good little finish.
Other players wouldn't have played that, would they?
No, I think a few would have tried to roll it down the line. I know it's a long way to roll it, but I think it was just confidence thing.
Percentage shot, isn't it?
Whose shot are you doing? I keep hearing a phone. It's try to get someone's attention.
Give it a just so they know that I'm still here.
Why, are you getting a lift for them as well?
Nah, come on my own. Right. Come on my own. Wife didn't finish till 5:30, so I didn't set off till about 6:10.
That's right. Yeah, I've got to the position now where my daughter's old enough to babysit now, which is great. I don't have to leave her too long, but a few hours here and there. And it's just brilliant little girl, my daughter anyway. John, I can't answer the phone. You're ringing me, mate. I can't answer it because I'm on stream, buddy.
John Inley there, he's another mad for it pool player.
Back on the scene again now as well. The scene seemed a bit empty without him, didn't it? He does a lot of betting and does a lot of money matches and such things.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I don't know if you're listening to it. The live stream is correct, 20-6. John Hindley. I'll answer to your message as well, because I don't know if you're watching it in silence. So it's Mark at the table, is it? Obviously.
Yeah, Mark on yellows.
Oh, he's on yellows, is he? Oh yeah, red one down, yeah. John, if you watch this stream, mate, you got the volume up, I can talk to you. It's much easier to talk to than it is to message you. So I'm using that phone for my chat feed. If you are on, John, the answer to your question is they start at 5 or just after 5. I'm just reading Ewan Roberts, who's playing Rye. Milson, he's bought a new cue and he's not had a cue for 15 years. We've been borrowing cues for 15 years and he's still an unbelievable player.
Jesus.
That just makes me feel terrible about my game when I read that.
He's just borrowed a cue for 15 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I know you can adjust the cues that are similar, but I mean I find it really hard to go from cue to cue.
Oh yeah, I never have done.
Yeah. Where's Mark going with this one then? Where is he just going
to
put into it and go into him? Or?
Yeah, he's going to.
It's not like the best angle.
Wish for a bit of luck here.
I mean, he's probably. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have been too bad really, would he? Have potted it.
Nah. But not too bad, right on the open.
Yeah,
Graham's got a couple on the
well, he can get this one off, flip this other red off here, but he's not going to leave himself anything. We don't leave him himself on that ball, so he's going to play it. He's a bit straight on that though, isn't he? He's going to drop us in dead weight.
Yeah, then he can drop the one down the rail.
Ricey, yeah, it's still as busy, mate. Still got a lot in, mate. The tables are all buzzing.
Oh, he's missed it.
Thanks for your job getting on, mate. You work too hard, you do, mate, to be honest.
Is it usually this busy in here, Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Every
You can't
table?
get tables. You have to book every time. It's crazy how it's taken off, mate, to be honest. And we're talking about a place that when we come here a few months ago, with it was dead really. It was, you had no teams playing from here, or 1 or 2 teams playing in the league. Now I believe they've got 6 teams in the summer league starting from here, or something like that, or 5 teams. I mean, it's people like John Rice, he's worked his backside off as well to do this as well. Johnny Wakes, you saw Johnny earlier on.
Yeah.
He works hard, and John's obviously John Leyland's committed by getting the tables, and he's it's all clicking into place, I think.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
That's it. Don't know what he's doing here.
He's trying to double it, I think, but he's going to do the white, and he's cutting like that.
Oh.
He won't that. A part of him will want that white to go in.
Oh.
Part of him will probably be glad that went in, to be fair. It does make me laugh that his fans are shouting when the white's going now. I see some fan supporters going saying when the white's going.
He ain't got one yet.
Oh, why have I just done that?
I don't know.
I thought the black went in. He didn't get that, did he?
Nah.
I'll update the score. I apologise for that. I'll go back. So if that have you done, what would it be? That's tiredness for you. That's sleep deprivation.
Give it another couple of minutes and maybe put it on. Who gets these?
I like that. Ewan Roberts, not even close to my best yet. Get your cash ready. I guess that's the Mike K one. Says your next kid. He's compromised. I mean, we can get to the middle bag. It's not the worst shot in the world.
Oh, he's pushing
straight
through.
down, isn't he?
Yeah.
Straight down to that shot. He's played it well, to be fair. But he's looking right though. That's the problem.
One.
When you run out of position, you've got to try and play a shot where you try and drag it back into position.
And when you chase him round, it's
and that's.
Oh.
It's like a fairy tale story.
The crowd goes wild.
Even Matt Farleigh put a biggest smile on his face when that happened. Oh, where's the light?
Oh,
now I can click the 6 on. Oh, 7. It's back in it. It's 27.
It's back in it.
Wow.
What a finish.
John Steele, what's a money game? See, I personally, I want to see some of you Grimsby boys, you top Grimsby boys, go against some of the top Scunny boys individually. I want to see I want to see Mike K-Ball play someone. I want to see Mike K1 play. So I was just reading a message. That's why I stopped. I want to see Mike K1 play someone from Scunny, but I want it to be someone who plays fast. Because
what steeper? Like a steeper? I think he's got steeper a game here, hasn't he? 250 a man or something.
Possibly. Yeah, I mean that's a good game. I mean, Matt's sort of. We all know how good Matt Steeper is. We all know how good, but he hasn't played his best pull when he plays some money. I mean, I've mentioned it before. I've got a lot of time for Matt Steeper. When he plays that, is it Sylvester that he played him twice now?
Yeah.
I think Matt's a much better player than him, a much cleaner, tidier player than him, and he's lost to him twice. So he's a bit down in his luck with money matches at the moment.
See, I think he's a better tournament player, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know what it is though.
It's got to be. Is it focus? You think in a match, or do you think it's just a bit of bad luck that you just, maybe over practice? I don't know. It's hard. It's I suppose what's good for one isn't good for somebody else.
Yeah.
Looks like Mark could take these, these reds.
Yeah, they're looking.
He's only out one hard one there, and he might squint it there, and he played it. But he has
landed nice.
Just this one here now, went to the right of the pack. It's not the. He's going to
the middle one, up and down.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and try and come past this red. To the right. I mean, he's in no rush to go for that one, but I think I'll be taking that one you said in the middle and going down. But he's left. Fell lovely on that actually now. I thought he was going to bounce a bit more than that.
Yeah.
He might be tempted to go top left now with that the one nearest the white, because he's not going to leave himself much if he plays this one in the corner back.
He's just got a hope though, isn't he? When he's cannon in the black.
Well, he could, if he pushed it, he could cannon the yellow though, couldn't he? And then leave himself on a long one in the same bag. But he's still going for this one. He must have more of an angle or a better angle than I thought. Oh yeah, loads on that.
Oh, he's rattled. I think Mark's a little bit rattled here.
Told you, it's behind the hill's the worst position to be.
Yeah.
You want to get there, but you also don't want to be there. It's like, it's heavy frame. K-Born v Gibbo. Ewan v Gibbo. Good old mates. They're Mark Draw. Oh, they've known each other for years. K-Born v Gabe. Well, obviously we've got Cammy v Gabe on the 8th. I mentioned that before already, that they're playing. See where Gabe's game is after obviously injuring himself.
Yeah, that's it. He's only slowly coming back though, isn't he?
Again, yeah, but he's another one plays. It's great to watch when he's on firing. Oh, he's white.
Oh.
Do you know what? I know we're talking crazy because he's 13 frames away, and you're only going to win one of them. But every frame's going to be like, say, even I'm thinking like you're getting a little bit closer, so nudging.
So I won't leave this straight. He's done well there.
Yeah. But it's still got up and down a bit, though, hasn't he, that one that's top of the table. I know it's not a hard pot if you get half on it, but... Ewan Roberts, I'd play Clarky, that'd be ace. Clarky v Ewan, that'd be one. I mean, I would happily come and stream that.
Oh,
nice. Lovely in the end.
Very nice.
Now he's getting a little bit from now he's won a couple, because there's no way he meant to do that. He tried to drop on it, he didn't try to flick it off.
Oh, he's queuing well now.
Yeah.
He's queuing well now.
It's amazing what a little bit of confidence does when you're just drop this in dead weight, leave yourself in the middle bag.
Yep.
Screw back off the middle bag and a couple of inches. Then black back in the other middle bag. Nice and simple.
Yep.
You could either choose to go through 2 inches or back 2 inches, up to which way it goes. It's going through about.
Top it through, yeah.
I wouldn't try. Some people, I know most people probably try and come off it and leave it for the bottom right corner, but I think I'd just drop it in. Just make sure your white comes off the cushion a couple of inches. Roll it in the bag. You've got to back your pot in a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which I often do and miss. But I mean, like, you know, it's.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's a shot I played there. Oh
no! Wow.
Switch to it.
Didn't expect that. Yeah.
He looked like he was flying then. Well, here's Mark's chance.
Can Mark then?
Just going to get a nice white on this. Would you be putting it and just got to screw into that side rail?
Yeah,
to come off two cushions? Just
no, I'll just straight onto the side and back out again.
Oh, like that,
yeah.
I didn't get it to the angle. I didn't think I had that angle then, but.
He's left a bit of a thin one.
He still managed to get this, wouldn't you? But he's left it out of it where it needed to be.
This is it then.
But this is it for the 2K plus pot.
Oh, he's been. He's waiting.
Be Mick Who's Mark Drury? Who's he playing? Mick who?
There we go then.
There we go. Let's get on to cue it. Yeah, there you go. Mark wins 21-7. Well, thanks for joining us, Dan, in that.
Yep, thanks ever so much.
Watched. I'll just do my little outro and then we'll be signing off. Thanks again. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Cheers, Blake.